Well, I've tried filming some interesting content a number of times, and then I went back and watched it, and it was just a bunch of crap. So I thought I'd just do a status update video, and just describe the conditions we find ourselves in. In terms of mistakes that I've made this year, one of them was probably castrating this guy right here. This is his mom, my daughter Madeline's sheep, and that's her lamb. And he is such a brute, even without testosterone. I kind of wish I had kept him for breeding instead of for meat. But, you know, that's just some of the choices you make, and you hope for the best. So, boy, the condition on these guys is right. And it's so funny, what I noticed is when I unroll hay, you can see the cows all stay where it starts and just eat what they see first, and the sheep follow me all the way through the unrolling, like maybe the next bit will be the best bit or something like that. I don't know, but it's so funny. And they're always concerned about what the other one has. So if you see one, like if they all see one really enjoying themselves, everyone will run to that spot. It is just, I don't know what I was thinking. It's very interesting how wildly the hay consumption has gone up. Even though I fed them square bales yesterday, when I came out, they were kind of pacing, waiting for me to come out, looking for the bale. And it almost was hard to unroll it because the animals were surrounding me. Like, they didn't want to let me take off. They were hungry. So I'm going to have to up hay consumption and learn my lesson. And which is good. I mean, you got to learn these things. I didn't pace the math out enough when we were adding all these cattle, so it's not a bad thing. But I'll be looking forward to when I have about 13 more wethers that are going to the butcher shop here, and I'll be looking forward to them being out of the flock, because that's another 2 cows worth of animals eating hay right now. Another beautiful morning here. We caught a dusting of snow the other day. It's been an exceptionally dry late fall, early winter. Maybe half an inch of snow, and then it melted off. It's like he knows I got the camera out. What's up, Bob? Anyway, everyone's in great shape. I just unrolled a bale of hay. I'm always amazed by how these animals, their tameness goes up as the relationship between me and them changes from winter to spring. Like, you can tell during the grazing season, they do not feel beholden to me at all. And they're a little more standoffish, a little more wild. But as we get deeper into winter, as I'm unrolling this hay, I'm able to handle everyone, even this guy right here. And the sheep and the cattle are just much more docile and willing to allow me to be near them. So we're on the square bale feeding day today, and we're finally starting to get some winter weather. It rained this morning, which is fun, but then it's starting to turn into snow. So we're gonna have a really nice, picturesque layer of ice, and then maybe a dusting of snow today. And it's starting to get cold again finally after some really odd 50-degree weather this week. Meanwhile, I think I've kind of dealt with this guy. I finally caught him in the act, which you have to when you're training dogs. I've caught him chasing his mortal enemy, that black one with horns, and I got a hold of him and yelled at him. And what's interesting is I've had stupid dogs before, and it's like you can't hardly get the message through to him. But he's so smart and sensitive. I just hollered at him, and he was over here about to chase her out of the winter pasture, and he slithered like a snake. He saw me coming, and he got on his belly and slithered all the way over to his feeder and he knew he had messed up, and I got it in his face and hollered at him, and he moped around all day yesterday. And this morning we have no problems. She's in. She's not harassed. She's not looking fired up. So hopefully we got the message through to him. You think you got that piled high enough or what? Yeah. So this has been the most weirdly warm winter that I've ever experienced since I've moved to Minnesota. So I've been in Minnesota for 20 years now. This will be the first time I've not seen a white Christmas. In fact, we're going to get rain on Christmas, and it's going to be 50 degrees, which is odd, to say the least. I asked Doug about it. He lived here his whole life. He said he can remember one or 2 years here and there where this has happened, but that's kind of taken a lot of the interest out of what I'm doing. A lot of what we're doing right now is a lot of routine. It's like this morning, I unrolled a bale of hay. I do this. I walk down the line and look at all the animals and make sure they're looking content and healthy. Isn't that a nice looking? That's a neighbor of mine. He brought a couple of sheep over to get bred. I just love the color on that one. It's a nice purebred Katahdin. So anyhow, it's just not a lot to talk about. It's a lot of routine. I'm checking on the welfare of the animals. I'm feeding them every day. There's no concerns about my fence right now because there's no snow. We've actually been getting rain here and there. Just not much is happening, in the farming part of my life right now. It's just a lot of routine. The good news is the animals are healthy. They have good feed to eat. We made some really excellent hay this year. I am a little concerned as we head into the way this winter's been going. The moisture, the water level in our ground is going to be pretty low. Last year we got 100 inches of snow, or a little under that. And so that really helped with the dry conditions that we found ourselves in. But this year, we've gotten I think we got 1/3 of an inch of rain in December. And no snow. And it's just a little worrisome to me that we're going to find ourselves in another dry year without having refilled the bank. Oh, you didn't pick up the hay string. Can I ask you to move so I can get this hay string? Excuse me. Yeah. So that is something that's top of mind for me, is just, how rough is next year going to look. And it's, been informative as far as I had been thinking. Doug and I had been thinking about buying a few extra cows, but with how dry the winter's been and how dry the long range forecast says it's going to be, I think we're going to stay put. We're only putting another 15 acres into pasture total, something like that. So we can't just keep adding animals ad infinitum without it changing, like our 3-year plan. Not much is going on. I wish we would get snow. Like right now, it is 7:30 in the morning on December 20th or whatever this is, something like that. And I'm out here in a long sleeve t-shirt because it's already above freezing. Just an odd winter. And last bit of news I suppose I should say is this girl is due to give birth here maybe in a week or so. I was kind of told no guarantees, but a dog like that size should probably go into heat maybe once a year. And nope, she went in again. So she's going to have some pups here soon, I think, which will be, I guess, good. So we'll have some pups to get rid of here. I think I might keep one. And then the reason this dog is, and this is the chicken dog, is when I feed her, because I had her tied up by the chickens, she lets the chickens and the geese bully her, and they eat all her food. So I have to bring her into the garage to eat food, because you let chickens bully you. That's right. So if anybody would like a free dog that's no good as a livestock dog, that's not housebroken and isn't very friendly, I'll throw in a free bag of dog food. Merry Christmas.